Hey guys, and welcome to American Culture. So, today we're going to have a little quick conversation about why forgiveness is so important. The thing is, God needs to be able to get into your entire heart. And there are things that harden your heart. You may not be evil, and just completely in rejection of the Lord, but there are times when you have too much of one substance that kind of blocks God out. For example, hate and love don't share the same space. So, if you're hating all day long, love can't really get in there. If you hate yourself, if you hate other people, if you hate what you're doing, probably not going to be able to receive much love. You're just going to see more of that. No different than like if you're mad. Madness doesn't really share space with love and light. So you got to be mindful. Neither does fear. Fear doesn't really share space with optimism. You guys have to understand. Sometimes these emotions and these thoughts get so overwhelming, and you do need to ask God to forgive you and forgive yourself for the actions that they create, for the separation, because the whole point of this is to get into step by step alignment with the Lord. Literally, every single thing that I say and do is of God. You guys, I don't take that lightly because it takes years, mastery. I would even, say, in order to get to that point to where you're like, yeah, every single thing that I say and do is of God, because you have no people who have not gone down the narrow way will try to say something about that. With that being said, you really do have to walk in that divine order. You do have to be able to see God's end and take his direction in order for you to get there. That's the reason why hope and faith are so important, and those two cannot be separated. You don't get to be faithful without hope. So that's a different story for another day. And what gets in the way of us having hope is usually tied to us receiving some type of mercy. We don't get those mercies because we don't ask for forgiveness for holding on to the negativity that's keeping God out. And so every morning now, that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, the Lord's Prayer, amongst the other things that I plan to do for my 15 minutes in the morning when I'm getting to know God, it's just ask for that. Ask for the forgiveness for my trespasses. I did that today, and it was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. There was like a click. I just didn't have it anymore. I didn't have the fear anymore. I didn't have the upset. I didn't have the anger. I didn't have any of that stuff anymore. Not to say that, there won't be something in the future that touches me emotionally and I respond to it, but it is a response as opposed to a reaction. I can actually watch myself going through my states of emotion and then pick out, oh, okay, well, what's lacking here? What godlike quality do I need to focus on as opposed to what my circumstance or situation is saying? So just everything about my way of being in life has drastically changed today and in this moment. And the key was, I forgive me and I seek that, for everything that led to a life that was less than God wanted for me. And he gave it to me. Have a blessed day, you guys.